Hey, Stoic friends. Let's talk about a feeling we all know too well, being ignored. Ever reached out to someone only to feel like your words vanished into thin air? It's a frustrating, even painful feeling that makes you question, do I really matter to them? But here's something powerful to remember. You're not invisible, and your presence holds more impact than you might realize. In the words of Epictetus, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The feeling of being overlooked is real, but how you handle it can make all the difference. Rather than waiting for their attention, let's shift the focus to a place of strength, where you communicate with purpose, confidence, and respect for your own worth. Imagine sending a message that stops them in their tracks, words they just can't ignore. These 11 powerful messages will help you reclaim your voice and communicate in a way that commands attention, without begging for it. By choosing each word with intention, you'll not only get noticed, but also feel valued in the process. Remember, every message you send is a reflection of the respect you have for yourself. So, get ready to stop feeling overlooked and start being heard with dignity. Drop an affirmation in the comments. I deserve to be heard. Let's dive into these 11 transformative messages. Let's get started. Number 1. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. Starting with a phrase like this subtly invites curiosity. Instead of diving into complaints or demands, you're simply sharing your thoughts, hinting at a personal realization. It's a powerful way to get their attention without saying too much. When you say, I've been doing a lot of thinking, it signals that you're in a reflective place, one that might involve self-discovery, change, or even a shift in priorities. This message has depth. It hints that you're in control of your thoughts and emotions, that you're processing life on your terms. Such words create a certain mystery, leaving the other person intrigued. They might wonder, what have they realized? Have they come to a conclusion about us? This kind of phrasing moves you from being reactive to proactive in communication. You're no longer just waiting to be seen or heard. You're making it clear that you're taking charge of your own mind and time. Epictetus once wisely noted, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. When you deliver this message, you're embodying that philosophy, showing that your self-worth and happiness aren't tied to external validation. Instead, you're focused on building a space that is enriching for you, regardless of others' responses. This level of calm confidence can be unexpected, making them take notice in a new way. You're no longer seeking anything from them. You're stating your position. If they truly value your presence, they'll find themselves leaning in, wanting to know more about what's going on in your mind. Drop an affirmation in the comments. My thoughts and space are my own. Number 2. I've been going through some things, but I'm getting through it. This simple message carries a quiet strength. When you say you're getting through it, you're sharing a part of yourself without asking for pity or validation. It's a powerful way to be vulnerable while still showing resilience. You're not asking for their help or attention. Instead, you're affirming your ability to handle life's ups and downs on your own. This approach is captivating because it reveals your strength and determination without any pretense. Seneca once wisely noted, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. This message channels that philosophy, showing that facing life's difficulties and overcoming them is a personal victory. You're subtly letting them know that despite any hardships, you're standing tall. This kind of self-assurance can leave a strong impact, especially on those who may have underestimated your resilience. Sharing your struggles in this way lets others know that you're grounded and secure in your journey, even if it's challenging. It reinforces that your worth is independent of anyone else's opinion. It's not about impressing them or seeking sympathy. It's about standing in your truth, allowing your inner strength to shine. This blend of vulnerability with confidence compels people to see you in a different light. They realize they're dealing with someone who embraces life's struggles with courage, and in doing so, you quietly command respect. Number 3, I'm not looking for validation, but I thought you should know. This message holds an understated power. You're telling them something important without craving their reaction or approval. By openly stating that you're not looking for validation, you're making it clear that your worth and achievements are already affirmed within yourself. It's a subtle way of saying, I know my value, whether you see it or not. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When you frame your thoughts with confidence and self-worth, it influences every aspect of your life. This message isn't about seeking validation. It's about standing tall in your truth, unaffected by whether they notice or acknowledge it. It shows you're centered, that your joy and sense of self don't depend on anyone else's recognition. This approach also holds an element of mystery. You're sharing something significant, but you're not asking for anything in return. This leaves them wondering why they weren't aware of this side of you sooner. It gently nudges them to reflect on what they might have overlooked, sparking curiosity about who you are beneath the surface. By framing your words with this quiet assurance, you're inviting them to recognize you on your terms, not because you need it, but because it's a reminder that your worth stands on its own. Drop an affirmation in the comments. I seek nothing, and yet I have everything. Number 4, I'm choosing peace over everything else. When you decide to prioritize peace, you're taking control of your life in a profound way. This choice tells others that your well-being doesn't depend on them. It's rooted in something far stronger, your own inner calm. By making peace your priority, you show that you're not letting external situations disturb your mind or spirit. Epictetus wisely stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Choosing peace demonstrates mastery over your emotions, a quality that others find magnetic. It's a silent strength that doesn't need validation, and because peace is so rare in our busy, chaotic world, it stands out even more. People are often drawn to those who seem unbothered and secure within themselves because it represents something they may be missing in their own lives. This calm demeanor makes others reflect on why they haven't given you more attention. They start wondering, what did I miss about this person? It's a quiet but powerful way of demanding respect, not by forcing it, but by embodying it. When you're at peace with yourself, you send a message of resilience and self-assuredness that speaks volumes. When you radiate tranquility, others can't help but feel the pull of your calm energy. You're no longer looking for someone else to fulfill you or calm you down. You've mastered that within yourself, and this decision to choose peace sends a message that nothing and no one can disturb your inner harmony. Number 5, I've been prioritizing myself, and it's been transformative. When you make yourself a priority, you begin a journey that's empowering and undeniably magnetic to others. It's a clear signal that you're no longer dependent on anyone else's opinion or approval. You're investing in yourself, and that's a journey others are naturally drawn to. When you tell someone you've been prioritizing yourself, it conveys that you've discovered new depths within, leading to growth that feels fulfilling and genuinely transformative. Seneca once said, The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Prioritizing yourself doesn't require grand changes or outside validation. It's often about appreciating who you are in the simplest moments, cultivating joy and peace that come from within. As you begin focusing on your own needs and goals, you radiate a confidence that others notice. You're showing the world that your time and energy are valuable, and that sets a boundary people can't ignore. This self-focus often leads to setting new boundaries, saying no when necessary, and protecting your peace without guilt. This transformation catches people off guard because they realize you're no longer waiting for their attention, acceptance, or validation. Instead, you're content with the journey you're on, and you're gaining a level of respect that often wasn't there before. When you invest in yourself, you exude a quiet confidence that's hard to overlook. It's a shift that pulls people toward you, often making them realize what they missed out on when they didn't give you the respect you deserved. Your growth becomes something they want to be part of, even if they once overlooked it. Drop an affirmation in the comments. I am my own priority. Number 6. I'm learning to let go of things I can't control. This simple statement carries a weight of wisdom and resilience. Letting go of control isn't easy, especially when our natural response is to try to manage everything around us to feel secure. But when you share that you are actively learning to release control, it sends a message of deep inner growth and emotional maturity. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This reminder holds immense power because it redirects our focus back to our internal world, where real strength lies. Letting go of the need to control everything around you creates an aura of calm and self-assurance that people can't ignore. This calmness signals that you've reached a point where you trust yourself to handle life's unpredictabilities without needing to mold every situation to fit your expectations. It's an act of confidence and self-respect, a declaration that you are enough to face what comes. Others sense this shift. They notice that you're no longer reactive or anxious about every small change. Instead, you're steady, grounded and focused on what matters to you. This kind of mindset is magnetic because it draws people to your calm, making them reevaluate their approach to you. When they see that you can navigate life with grace, they gain respect for the strength and peace you embody. Drop an affirmation in the comments. I trust myself. Number 7. I'm learning to say no, and it feels good. Saying no is one of the most powerful acts of self-respect. When we constantly say yes to things we don't truly want or need, we end up feeling exhausted, unvalued, and often overlooked. But when you begin to set boundaries with a clear and confident no, you're sending a powerful message that you value yourself and your time. Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This quote encourages us to define our own values and needs, then make decisions that support those intentions. Setting boundaries by saying no shows others that you're serious about your well-being. You're no longer available to be taken advantage of or to bend over backward for others. People notice when you start valuing your own energy. They respect it because you're demonstrating that you're not dependent on their approval. This self-assuredness makes you stand out. It forces others to recognize the strength it takes to prioritize your needs over their demands. By establishing this boundary, you gain control over your life and invite respect and admiration from those around you. Drop an affirmation in the comments. I respect my boundaries. Number 8. I've stopped chasing, and it's freeing. Chasing someone or something often comes from a place of feeling incomplete. as though you need external validation to feel whole. But when you stop chasing, you allow yourself to reconnect with your inner strength and purpose. This shift in energy is noticeable, and people feel it. As Seneca wisely observed, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. The friction here is your choice to stop seeking approval from others and instead invest in your own growth. When you no longer chase, you create a natural pull. People start to notice the calm confidence you radiate, and they're drawn to it. Your focus shifts from their opinions to your own path, which is empowering and fulfilling. By letting go, you allow others the space to appreciate your worth on their own terms, without you constantly trying to prove it. This change isn't about being unavailable or distant. It's about valuing yourself enough to know you're complete without the chase. Ironically, this can make you more desirable, as people are naturally drawn to self-assuredness and independence. Number 9. I'm focusing on my future, not my past. When you shift your focus from the past to the future, you're not just letting go of regrets. You're actively creating a path of growth and progress. This change isn't only personal, it's magnetic. People around you can sense when you're no longer held back by past disappointments. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every past struggle or setback is no longer a weight. It's a stepping stone. By focusing on what lies ahead, you signal strength and resilience. You're no longer replaying old scenarios or dwelling on what went wrong. Instead, you're harnessing those experiences as lessons to fuel your future goals. When you embody this mindset, others can't help but notice the positive energy radiating from you. It becomes clear that you're determined, optimistic, and ready to achieve more. This message conveys a quiet confidence that doesn't require validation from anyone. It shows that you're at peace with where you've been and excited about where you're going. People are naturally drawn to this forward-thinking attitude, as it represents hope, resilience, and unwavering focus. Number 10. I'm okay on my own. This is the ultimate expression of self-assurance. When you say, "I'm okay on my own," you're declaring that you don't need anyone else to complete or validate you. You've found peace and fulfillment within yourself, which makes you resilient. Epictetus wisely noted, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote perfectly captures the strength you gain from within. Your response to life's challenges shows who you are, not anyone else's actions. By confidently embracing your independence, you're setting a standard. You're saying that you're strong, content, and whole as you are. This can be incredibly powerful because it's a quiet yet firm reminder that their presence or absence does not define your worth. When others see this, it's impossible for them to ignore the strength radiating from you. In a world where many look to others for happiness or validation, choosing to be okay on your own is magnetic. It draws respect and admiration, and when people witness your unshakable confidence, they realize they must match that energy if they want to be part of your life. Number 11. I'm creating the life I want, regardless of outside opinion. This statement is pure empowerment. When you decide to build the life you envision without waiting for anyone's permission, you're taking full control. Maya Angelou beautifully captured this sentiment when she said, "You alone are enough." You have nothing to prove to anybody. By letting go of the need for validation, you free yourself from limitations and invite a kind of bold, purposeful freedom that's magnetic. This message isn't about defiance. It's about self-respect. When others see that you're truly committed to your journey, regardless of what they think, it compels them to look at you differently. There's a certain strength in not needing approval. It shows that you're centered and focused on a path that feels right for you. Living unapologetically true to yourself will draw respect and admiration because you're not afraid to claim your place in the world. You're showing them that your goals and dreams matter and that you're here to make them a reality, no matter who stands by or stands aside. When people witness this level of conviction, they realize they're seeing someone who is unstoppable. Drop an affirmation in the comments, "I create my reality, and nothing can stop me." So there you have it. 11 messages that will never leave you ignored again. These words carry weight because they come from a place of self-respect and power. You don't have to chase anyone's approval. You only need to stand in your own truth. Let me know in the comments which message resonates with you the most. Drop your affirmation and share your story. I want to hear how you're using your words to shape your life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful content.